Hello, it is me, Pearl, from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot, and we are here to look at my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is Virgo's message. Oh, look at that. The Knight of Cups is upright, or not upright, facing up in my deck. So we're going to take this as the first card, and we are looking at love. So the first card out for you is that there is this openness and receptivity that you've been inviting into your life. And when you're inviting an openness to love and you're being receptive to love, then you are likely going to see someone coming in with an offer of love, which is very beautiful. So this could be your person coming in, or anybody. It doesn't have to necessarily be your person, but definitely somebody coming forward to communicate love. Let's keep going here. We have the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. So there's definitely been a lot of concern, worry, anxiety in regards to love and affection. That's a feeling that you might not see it, you are going to continue to feel this lack of it, and that fear, of course, causing you to fixate on it. When we're fixated on a feeling of lack, it's hard for us to be grateful and acknowledge the abundance that we do have. And it's really just the mind. It was just the mind, this worry, concern, anxiety. It's your thoughts about it going over and over again. There could also have been somebody in the connection who was left out in the cold. There could have been sexual transgressions or something that made this person feel like they were rejected or would be rejected for their past behavior, their addictions, things like that. But definitely this feeling of not able to come forward or something because of what they had done, their deeds. I'm hearing their evil deeds. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So definitely somebody very concerned about being rejected. So potentially this person who wants to come and offer this love, they have been very afraid because of how they have behaved in the past that they will be rejected. And there is, of course, a mirror that's happening where with them not coming forward and communicating, then you feel rejected also. And there's a perfectionism that's making it seem like it's impossible to actually have the life that is dreamed about, to actually have the spiritual fulfillment that you are seeking. And it seems like you, it has to be perfect, and achieving that perfection has been impossible. There's a feeling of, this is so difficult. I cannot make this happen. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try. It's a very, I'm getting a heavy, like kind of an Eeyore feeling from that. But what's good is there has been this desire to sort of give up. And sometimes that's the best thing. Sometimes that's what will really allow someone to heal, when they just finally give up. Because when we give up, we stop holding the thing we fear in our mind. We just let it go. We surrender it. We walk away. We think about other things. We do other things. And this is what has allowed there to be some kind of a healing energy that's taking place in the connection. And even though we may give up, we still have this hope within us that things will work out. But it's just kind of like, I give up. I don't know how to make this work. I hope that it does, but I can't do it. And it's really hard. Look at all these reversals. I'm checking my deck. My deck is not reversed. We're getting the Ten of Pentacles reversed too. So there's letting go of an attachment to a specific outcome. No longer... maybe it's like giving up on what you thought your picture of perfection was. And you'll notice that in this Ten of Pentacles, it's really strange, but most of them will have a divine feminine and masculine together. But this actually just has a youth, a dog and this older, wise, masculine energy here. So there is this feeling of like, you know, if this person thought I was just going to be their bitch, basically, like they're loyal, you know, just like stay with them through thick and thin, no matter what, even though I wasn't in their picture of happiness, like I had to let that go because I need to be in this picture with my person. They can't, you know, just assume that I'm going to tag along and do whatever they say and obey. And there's been that realization that that wouldn't make you happy. And so what comes from that is this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is the feminine actually focusing on herself, nurturing her garden, and putting up boundaries. It's like taking care of herself and standing up for herself, her worth, and her value, insisting that that masculine energy in the connection know her value. And this is, of course, you know, with the person, but it can also be inside of that person themselves. Realizing that their emotions are worth fighting for, are worth being protected, that their happiness needs to include their emotions, or else it's not the full picture. And so that's kind of a realization on your person's part. A lot of impatience here. This is, you know, Virgos, you're an energy that really likes to work hard. You have no problem with that. But you're very impatient with seeing the results. It can be a difficult, it's a difficult feeling to have. To know how hard you work, but to not see it coming through is really challenging for you. And it's been one of the things that you've had to work on the most in this connection. We have here like one of those cards where you have this really kind, loving, caring, compassionate, sweet, gentle, good, masculine energy, but they just don't express their deeply held feelings. They avoid conflict at all costs, and they keep that to themselves. And so this is probably what you've had to be very patient about. However, you are their match, Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a feeling that the two of you are well matched. You bring all of that nurturing energy, the compassion, the gentleness that is definitely there, the gift-giving elements that are there, navigating your emotions. But this is also a queen who can keep a lid on them. So you may, you know, while you may be frustrated or impatient with your person, or with the masculine energy for having a hard time expressing, you sort of match them where they are. There's definitely, both of you are very attractive, very beautiful. I feel that is definitely a thing for the both of you. We're seeing here that there has been a lot of internal conflict that has needed to be healed from, and that's required isolation. It's required the time and space to be able to heal so that you're not struggling in your mind with these ideas about your partnership. This could also be about people competing for attention, like the masculine energy has had to, you know, just stop feeling like there's, like, he wouldn't beat out the competition or something. He's had to kind of get over that. Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords. The thing that has hurt the most is not being prioritized. That is what's hurt the most about the separation, is that your needs have not been prioritized by another person. That they have frequently chosen other things over focusing on you, and that's a mindset that has had to shift. Like, you have to really think, I am always chosen, and that my priorities and needs are always take precedent over less important elements in my person's life. And there it is. That's the offer of love that comes first and foremost for yourself and from yourself, and then is reflected back to you by another. So this whole experience has taught you how to love, how to receive love. And we started with this Knight of Cups, who's bringing this offer of love in, and we kind of got your whole story here. Let me get some final cards of advice, and then we'll pull an oracle for you. This is a beautiful reading, honestly. Also, my Venus is in Virgo, so I definitely am resonating with this reading. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, King of Swords. So there definitely is going to be some kind of a partnership, teamwork, building of a sanctuary. But someone has to initiate the communication. And it's really on this masculine energy to step into his integrity and communicate directly. And as soon as that happens, there's really going to be able to be, you're going to be able to build something beautiful together. So this is, if you're waiting on a person to go ahead and initiate communication, you yourself need to maybe speak up for yourself in the workplace or in working on a relationship that you have, like with a family member or a friend, because that energy of you taking that action to be in your integrity and express what you're thinking about something, or to begin talking about something, to build something with somebody, that will be reflected back to you by that energy that wants to bring that cup of love. Let me get an oracle for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Clean it up. Well, Virgos love this energy. Number 21. Let's take a look at it. Getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, which we saw with that Five of Pentacles, takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. The relationship message here is time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. I literally just said this to my mom. She's a Virgo. And last night I was like, or you could say no. So I hope that this message brings you the insight that you needed in your connection. And I will see you next week.